Criticisms to the existing models of global food security. First, there is the disregard for power relations characterizing food system. For example, there is the the growth in the world cereal production has steadily outstripped world population growth. Yet each year there are more people in the world who do not get enough food. Global agriculture has the potential to grow enough food for all, but food is often not available where it is needed. Naga-produce og kanang enough food ang mga agricultures pero naagi mga lugar nga dili maabtan sa kanang mga pagkaon kanang mga lugar nga needed jud og pagkaon and through sa atong population pod kinakataas each year kay makataas atong population so ang gina-produce nga food sa mga agriculture kay dili gid siya maabot sa kanang ubang tao dili gid makuan tanan magikom tanan ba tungod sa kadaghan sa population. Second, there is a emphasis on a trade-based approach to resolving hunger. Critics argue that the push of agriculture trade liberalization and emergence of market-led corporate global food regime based on industrial agriculture has seen these groups that are poorest and most vulnerable to hunger and malnourishment, smallholders, farmers, and marginalized communities around the world most adversely affected. Third, food security approach does not sufficiently consider the wider social and political context within which its objectives of eliminating hunger and malnourishment are pursued. It fails to tackle questions about relations of power that characterize decisions about how food security should be attained. For example, many developing countries, on the other hand, have suffered the opposite problem. Farmers are not sufficiently supported in some improved technologies allied to the price incentives and government services has produced a major breakthrough in food production. But elsewhere, the food growing small farmers have been neglected, coping with often inadequate technology and few economics incentives. Many are pushed onto marginal land to dry, to sleep, lacking in nutrients. Forests are cleared and productive, dry lands rendered barren. Proponents of food sovereignty view the existing global food system as altogether unsuitable to meet the food security needs of the global hunger and malnourished, and certainly not capable of meeting the challenges of global environmental change to food system in ecological sustainable manner, and rejecting the market-centric capitalist food regime as inherently and deeply unjust and biased. Food sovereignty calls for an entirely new model based on the rights of local communities to control their own food system. This involves the democratization of national food policies, great public investment in agriculture, re-regulation the food commodity market in a way where setting fair prices for both farmers and consumers become possible. Local food supply chains, genuine agrarian reform to provide greater access to land and tenure security to small, marginalized farmers, and the prioritization of agri-ecological approaches, amongst other things.